Hi everybody, this is Heath Craig with Net Aspects. Today I'm going to be going over all of our suite of products and ultimately how these products can help you grow your business. I'm going to go ahead and start today with what is Net Aspects? What do we actually have to offer you, and how is this going to help you differentiate yourself in your business? How is it going to help you grow your business? Well, ultimately, Net Aspects is a suite of products that help you grow your business. First of all, we have what is called the CRM, Customer Relationship Management System. This is a solution that helps you stay in constant communication with your customers and stay in tune with them. Secondly, we have what is called the e-marketing system. This is a system that will help you send out branded or unbranded campaigns to your customers on an ongoing basis to keep them in constant communication with you and you in communication with them. It's very easy to set up and efficient to use. And again, I'm going to be going over each one of these solutions in a little bit and how they can help you grow your business. Third is our e-marketing auto listing notification system. This is a solution that allows you to send listings to your customers on an ongoing basis based upon what they're actually looking for. Again, driving consumers back to you. We also have what are called broker websites. Okay, this is a site that your company can have, and it's all integrated directly with the multiple listing service. And it has an integrated property search, map search, agent roster. It's all search engine optimized with the search engines. Okay, and again, that is extremely important. Again, we're going to be going over that as well. We also have individual search engine optimized agent websites, okay? And this is for those individual agents that want a site that is going to drive leads to them and consumers, okay? Everything about your marketing initiatives for 2011, 2012, I want you to start thinking about is traffic. What does Google and what does Facebook want? They want as much traffic to their individual sites, their mobile sites, that they can possibly get, right? That's why Google has YouTube with all these videos. It's about consumer traffic. Hopefully, with as much traffic as they get somebody to click on the ads, which then generates them revenue, okay? One thing I want you to start thinking about in your marketing initiatives is driving traffic. How are you going to drive traffic to your website? Okay, so search engine optimization is one way of doing that, and I'm going to be showing you how to search engine optimize your website as well, and other ways to drive traffic to your site, such as we also have mobile websites. So another way of you driving traffic to you is giving your consumers the ability to search for inventory homes right from their mobile cell phone device, okay? And so that's another function of this system. Now we've also launched a new Facebook application, which is a real estate website search right inside Facebook. That's right. Now your customers right inside your Facebook account can search all of the MLS inventory at their fingertips right from your Facebook account. This is an amazing, amazing new component that I highly recommend that you start putting into your marketing initiatives, okay? And again, don't worry right at the moment about how am I going to get all of these set up, but just think about how am I going to implement these into my marketing initiatives. I'm going to show you later how to actually set each one of these solutions up, how to get them up and running, okay? But right now I want you to start thinking about how am I going to drive traffic to me, right? If I have 1,000 people and they're using my search solutions to find their dream home, what my goal is that they ultimately choose you to make their actual purchase or to help them sell their home and move into a new home. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're there front and center with those individuals, correct? So again, this is a Facebook application that you can have, and it's embedded right into your Facebook application under Find a Home, and boom, now they're searching. All right, so that's another great tool that I want you to start thinking about. Now back to all of these individual solutions, right? They're all again giving your consumer the ability to get inventory and do their searches, okay? And that's the real key here, is all of these are all integrated under one platform. You can have one of these systems, you can have two of them, you can have three of them, or you can have all of them, okay? Again, that's something that this is all a modular application that allows you to select which products you want and which ones you want to use. Now again, what I really want to try to do here is give you concept ideas and how you can take each one of these products and help grow your business and generate more business from that. So another thing that I want you to start thinking about with this solution is referrals. How can I generate referrals? So what I want you to think about is if you had 1,000 customers or 1,000 people in your sphere, how are you going to get those 1,000 people to use your website, to use your Facebook application, to use your auto listing notification system to find their next home, okay? And I'm going to show you some ways today of how you can do that and actually execute an internet marketing plan, okay? Now let's go ahead and drive first into the individual website, okay? Let's first say, how am I going to drive traffic to my website? All right. One is through search engine optimization, okay? And search engine optimization, I'll give you an example. Here's one of our clients, Capel and Capel. Some key markets they are in are in Vacaville, Fairfield, okay? And you'll see here that they have built-in titles and meta tags. They have individual landing pages for every one of their market areas that they focus in, such as Vacaville and Fairfield. You'll also notice with each individual website, when it is created, that there's an individual detail landing page URL for every single listing in the MLS, okay? Which means is that it has built-in search engine optimization for every single listing. So if there's 20,000 listings in the MLS, all 20,000 listings are on your website and all automatically search engine optimized when you actually create it. Now there's some things that you need to know to do that, but again, I'll be going over that a little bit later. But again, I'll give you an example of search engine optimization. Type in Vacaville real estate, and you'll see here Capel and Capel. Now who are they competing against? Realtor.com, Yahoo Real Estate, Homes.com, Trulia, and Zillow for that ranking, okay? And they're number one. Let's type in Dixon Real Estate. Again, they're ranked number one and number two. Who's number three and number four? Realtor.com, Yahoo Real Estate, Trulia. Okay, so these are, again, these are paid clicks, which you have to actually pay for as an ad in the search engines. Now, so that's search engine optimization, getting your website ranked on keywords that will help consumers when they actually type in to get drive right back to your website, just like that. Now again, remember, I'm going to be showing you the art of actually doing this later on. So just remember, search engine optimization will be one of your actual marketing efforts for 2011 and 12 potentially, okay? Second, let's talk about, here I'm over onto an individual agent website, okay? Now some other ways of driving traffic. One, I've got integrated video onto my website. Again, a great way to get consumer traffic is through video. You'll also notice that I have embedded my Facebook account through a JavaScript right onto my website. So again, pushing more content onto my website. Now, once the consumer is on your website, what I want you to think about is how are you going to keep them on your website? Well, this is one of the most powerful real estate websites in the industry. It has one of the most powerful searches. You basically have all of the technology of Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com in this search, right? So it's right there. I want to make sure that your search is right on your front of your homepage for one thing. Now this is what we call the list view. Now this data is updated from your MLS every 15 minutes automatically. You don't even have to worry about it. Every single listing. And again, all search engine optimized onto your individual agent website. Again, this is what we call the list view, okay? We also have, the consumer has a gallery view where they can see larger photos of each individual home. Again, if they want to see more detailed information, there they go. Now, there's built-in lead generation forms on each individual detail property, such as request a showing, get pre-qualified, email this listing to a friend, which is a great referral, right? They email this to a friend. What does that friend get? They get that listing with your website. Check this out. Share this. This gives the consumer the ability to share your website, this listing, in their social world. That's correct. They just click on Facebook. This little thing pops up here, allowing the consumer to share this. They hit submit, and now that is embedded onto their Facebook account automatically. Now you just got what is called a social referral, right? So again, a way for you to generate more traffic. That client or that customer that was on your site, they just shared it into their social world. Now their 200, 300 friends can see that and click on it, and now they're on your website, okay? So another way to market your site. Make sure you've got share this on your website. Now, this is another great tool. You can see here, this is the interactive map that's embedded into every single listing. So I can see the listing here, but I can also see all the listings that are around that website, along with what the price is and all the detailed information on that. So I can get a clear comp of what the home is going for and what the homes that are going for around it. There's also a full satellite view, so I can see the actual home in a satellite environment and get actually right into the backyard of that home and move that around and see what's there. I can also see all the details on the property. Is this an REO? Is it a short sale? I can see walk score. Now this is something else that I highly recommend that you put on your website, is this gives the consumer the ability to see all of the restaurants that are around that individual home. Grocery stores, right? So I can see the grocery stores. This is a great tool to give them more information, keep them on your website, and make sure that they're going to stay there. All the school data that is around the home as well, right? Along with all the rankings for each individual school. Again, a great tool. Now, that is what we call the detail page. And again, there's a detail page, listing page, for every single listing, okay? Now let's go ahead and go back to the search, okay? Now you'll also see that we have an interactive map search. Now this is an indexing tool that allows the search engines to read, all of your inventory and index them into the search engines. Again, this is a great search engine optimized page. You'll notice that all the titles and meta tags are all built in for this individual page automatically. Again, not requiring you to do anything to get this page optimized in the search engines. Again, a satellite view, all that right here. Now, say the consumer drives in and they see this individual listing. Okay, let's go ahead and go back. And let's go and look at the list view one more time. Again, let's see here, Silverado Circle. Now you'll also notice here that I have a mid-level registration component turned on. Another tool that I recommend that you consider, which requires consumers to register before they can see a certain amount of properties on your website, okay? And the reason I turn this on is that, say you want the consumers to register after they see 3 properties, 5 properties, 10 properties. This will increase your lead generation by 300 to 400%. I see agents and brokers that are generating anywhere from 50 leads to 1,000 leads a month that turn this solution on. And I've seen agents that if they don't have this solution turned on, that they might only generate a couple leads in a month. Okay, so that's how effective this mid-level registration system is. Now let's go ahead and let's just do a test, and so I can show you how this all works. Test lead 5 at gmail.com, and we're going to go ahead and put in a password and test lead 5. All right, and we'll go ahead and put in our phone number, and we'll go ahead and put in postal code. Now you'll see here that it automatically created an individual account for the client right here up top. So again, they can see all the properties. Now when the customer is searching, it's no longer going to require them to do any more registration. So again, they do their search. Okay, they're here, they like the individual listing, they share it, maybe they want to fill out a showing request. You'll notice here that it automatically puts in the client's information automatically for any leads going forward as well. A great tool for them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and again, I want to start giving you some of that consumer experience. Let's say they're looking in Napa, and let's say they're looking for something around 800,000 to $1.2 million, and they're looking for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Okay. All right, so this populates all the properties. Again, I want to see a little bit larger photo. Dry Creek Road. I'm going to go ahead and save this into my profile for one as the client. All right, so there we go. So now what I want to show you is what happens. Now, if you are the brokerage, for one, this lead would come in as a lead, okay, and it would tell you here that new lead has been created right inside what we call Sales Aspects. This is the back-end customer relationship management system that gives you the ability as a brokerage to get this lead out to your individual agent. If this was your individual agent website, this gives you the ability to actually start managing that lead just automatically. It will send you a text message and notify you in real time that a lead has been created, and now you need to get that information. It will text you the information automatically, so you can either call them or follow up with them immediately or send them an email. But let's just go ahead and go through the actual process of what happens. Now you can see here under contact activity, test lead number 5. It shows you exactly step by step what the consumer did once they actually registered on your website. Okay, boom, you can see that they saved a listing, performed a property search. All right, so one, I could just click on that lead and it gives me all of their contact information automatically. Okay, now if this is a company lead, all right, it would, under lead record, it would show that this came from the company domain name or the company Facebook account. Okay, and this is all goes the same for our new Facebook application. If the customer is on your Facebook search and they're searching and they fill out a lead or do the mid-level registration, the same thing would come in, but it would say that it came from facebook.heathcraig.sabroker demo, not heathcraig.com. So, okay. So again, I can see the request is showing that the customer filled out. So I know exactly what home they're interested in starting to go through the showing process. Now, if this is a broker, they might want to go ahead and assign this lead out to an individual agent under our lead assignment. There's also a full auto lead assignment process where the lead can then be auto assigned to, say, 30 agents in that specific market area. And it will send that lead to a first come, first serve to those individual agents. The first agent to get it gets it. Now, agents, remember this. We also have a full mobile application, which is SalesAspects.com/M. And now you can actually accept the leads right from your mobile device. You can manage all of that information right from your mobile device as well. Okay, so that's again a great way for you to get those leads and get them quickly if you're not at your computer. Now, let's see here under the general information, some things that you might want to do once you as an agent accept this lead or you start working this lead. First, you have groupings, okay? You can actually group your individual contacts into different groups. You can, under property search, okay, remember this is very, very important. Under property search, you can see the actual searches that your client is actually searching on. What time it was when they actually searched on those individual searches. Napa, residential, 800 to 1-2, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, right? I can also see under properties viewed, I can see what actual properties the client is viewing. This is great information for me. How many times they viewed them, when they last viewed them. Is the property active, available, right? I can see what properties the client actually saved into their profile. So now I know that this customer is actually very, very interested in this one specific property. So now I'm starting to grab intel on this individual and what they're exactly looking for. So when I make that call or I follow up with an email or whatever, I really have some great information that is going to help me in the process of getting this customer into a new home. Now, something that I want you to recognize, once the consumer registers, the system will automatically recognize what searches that the customer is doing and start setting them up for what are called suggested properties. Suggested properties will combine the listings that they are searching on and know the areas, price ranges, and it will start sending them suggested properties automatically to their email address. Which what happens? That's right. When the consumer clicks on that individual listing, it drives them right back to your individual website to see more about that property. But it also drives them the ability to see additional properties around it and do more searches. Okay? And that's ultimately what I want you to start thinking about, is driving consumers, driving traffic, and making sure that they are always staying on your technology to actually make their home purchase. Okay? So that's the suggested properties. We also have what is called the auto listing notification, which means you could set the client up for a specific search. Now all you do is you click on the actual search that they made, and maybe you want to make some refinements to that search, such as maybe they're looking for a pool. Okay, well our keyword search will send them pools. Okay, and I want to send it out once a day. All right, and they're looking for residential homes. Click save, and now automatically once a day, based upon the specific parameters that you created for them, just like in your MLS, now every time they're getting an auto listing notification, they're not going to your MLS software, they're going back to your website. Now some differentiations is that it's all branded, you're the contact for every single listing on your website, and you're giving them the ability to search for more inventory, because consumers make changes based upon their search time, and they'll always make these different changes. So again, you've got to keep them on the ability to make those individual searches. So that's the auto listing notification. It's one of the most powerful ways for you to keep those consumers with you, drive that traffic. Another lead generation component with auto listing notifications and suggested properties. What if that customer forwarded this email to their friends and family? What is that? That is a referral, right? That is an auto listing notification referral, because now they forwarded it, and now that friend or family is what? Clicking on those properties and driving them back to you, okay? So that's another great way to generate referrals. The same way with our e-marketing system, such as maybe you're going to do a hot buys list. Now let's think about this. Another component of the CRM is our contact management system, the IL report. I can see all of the interest level on each individual client. I can see all of the activity of every single customer in my CRM. So what I want you to start thinking about is, what if you imported all your contacts, past customers, friends and family into the CRM? That's right, we have a full import through CSV. You can export them out of your top producer or your Gmail or your Outlook and import them right inside the system. Set all of them up for auto listing notifications by simply just clicking on property search, click on add search, and build a search for every one of your past customers, regardless if they're looking for a home or not, because they might not necessarily be looking for a home, but the auto listing notification also will give them a comp, right? Because maybe you're going to set them up for auto listing notifications in their current market, right? And you all know that they can forward those to their friends and family, or at some point they might see something that they really like, and they gives them the ability to make a decision that, hey, they know that your site can give them all that data. Again, traffic, traffic, traffic. So get those contacts imported, set them up for individual groups, set yourself up with auto listing notifications, and the next tool is what is called e-farming. Now, e-farming is a campaign management system that allows you to set them up for campaigns, such as, how about setting them up for a monthly market update? So for one, you could put a monthly market update on your website, right? And that market update could be JavaScript from some different sources out there that I'll be going over later. But you could also build out your own market update and add video into that, right? So you could just, one, I recommend that you put your market update onto your website, because again, you want to drive traffic, and I'm going to show you some different ways of marketing that. But two, get your market update and send that out as an e-marketing blast through our e-marketing system to all of your past customers, okay? Again, what are you trying to do? You're trying to get more traffic, and they read this. Don't forget also to create maybe what is called a hot buys list. These are properties that you're recommending as great deals in your market. What are people wanting these days? They are wanting value. What does the bank want? They want to loan on value, right? So by sending them hot buys in your market through your e-marketing campaign, it drives them right back to your website, and this is a list of recommended properties that you are recommending to them. Now again, I'm going to show you how to set all these great solutions up as well. So I don't want you to get too frustrated right now. I just want you to get ideas of things that you can do to grow your business. Now, what I'm going to do is really get you onto now the Facebook. This is, again, the only company in the country. We're the only company in the country that has an integrated Facebook application that you can provide to all your customers. Again, another great way. Can you imagine they share this onto their Facebook with all their friends, and now, boom, they're right back onto your Facebook searching for homes in your Facebook application. Again, a great tool. You can build out additional lead generation forms on there, and I'm going to show you all these great things that you can do to drive traffic using Facebook in your marketing efforts as well. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty much a overview of what tools there. Okay. Now, there's a lot of other things that you need to do to grow your business, but those are the key components in there. Now, let's talk about how am I going to actually implement all these things. Well, one, you're not going to maybe implement them all at the same time, but you can if you want, and I'll show you some ways of doing that. Now, remember, heathcraig.com webinars, okay? I've kind of given you an overview today of what is there, what tools are there, and what you how these tools can help you grow your business. Drive traffic, stay in communication using all these services. Now, the next phase is one, I've got all these great webinars. One is the SEO and social media website implementation. This is a webinar step by step of how to implement the website solution, how to optimize it in the search engines, how to socially media optimize it. It's a step by step process. Again, I recommend that you go to this. Facebook, how to set up the Facebook application, how to set up and how to generate leads off of it. Again, this is a step-by-step webinar. CRM and e-marketing, another webinar. Again, after you go through these 3 webinars, you are going to be a pro at this system and how to use it effectively. But again, these are some webinars that I really recommend. Now, there's also some recorded webinars in here that you can watch at any time. These are all new webinars that I highly recommend that you getting to. Now, this is one way for you to get up and running. Now, if you're an individual agent with a company and you're on this webinar today, one, you've got to order the system through your company, correct, and get set up. Now, another way for an agent to get set up is through our concierge, okay? So I want you to see here through concierge. Carly, who's on our webinar today and who's probably answering a lot of your questions that you might have had, is on the call, and she can help you set up everything that I just talked to you about. Optimizing your website, setting up your Facebook, importing your contacts into the CRM, setting up the e-farming drip system, doing all that for you for $199. That's right. Go to heathcraig.com, click on concierge, click on order, and she will set you up. Or you can call our 1-800 number, ask for Carly, and she will actually walk you through the steps of getting set up in the system. Now, there's also some of you out there that have a brokerage that will set you up themselves, and they know all of these processes as well. But the big thing is knowing what you need to implement on, and then how are you going to get this set up. Some of you might not have the time, so go and get your broker to help you set you up, or get our concierge service, ask for Carly and have her help you get set up. And then now you can go to the next phase. But again, I highly recommend that you get to the webinars so that you can learn the ins and outs of once you're set up, how are you going to actually use this system to market, okay? And I'm going to give you a step-by-step winning model, internet marketing model of growing your business, all right? Now, again, I want to thank everybody for coming today. I did